said on your email not to bring electronic devices.
Right. So it's not law or anything. It's you want to find it in case law. But I just won't allow it if you want to review it. So that you don't take a picture.
So that is your choice.
Yes, that is my choice.
Okay. What sworn statements do you have?
Sworn statements?
Sworn.
We don't have a sworn statement. I just wanted to make sure that the aggravated assault happened the way he said it happened. And I only have, of course, a statement.
Right.
So that's what I have.
And yeah, I think that's an issue. It's just a statement. It's not a sworn statement. It's not even a signed statement. And I'm not claiming that he's lying because he's a two-time convicted felon. I'm not saying that.
Full disclosure, I even let the grand jury know. I'm I'll leave it up to you all. I don't know if it's enough.
Gonna have to stop the recording. Duty, back up.
I am proud to say that this episode of Cornish News is sponsored by GladiusShield.com. We are or will be facing some legal challenges in our life. The most terrifying personal issue we face is the helplessness of not knowing what to do. At GladiusShield.com, discover legal knowledge in a simple, fun, and easy way. Stop living in fear and stand up for yourself with confidence. Click the link in the description below and register for the free newsletter. Legal knowledge is like a craftsman's tool. It is better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. Again, thanks to GladiusShield.com for sponsoring this video.
Hello, how are you? I know you chose not to give me a discovery and stuff, but can I get a list of the discovery? Just a list of
the list of things that we have. Yeah, I just have to create a list for you. I don't have the list on me. It's not that I choose to not give you discovery. It's just that you have to come in and schedule and review it with us.
Right. Okay.
Do you want to make an appointment?
Tomorrow?
Okay. Around what time?
Morning. What time do you have?
So we're open from 8 to 12, and then we do have a lunch break from 12 to 1. And then after that, from 1 to 5. There is quite a couple of videos from body cam footage, so that might take a little bit more time to review it. I just need to schedule the room for you, so if you can just tell me at what time you can come in, around what time, so I can schedule the room.
10 work?
10? Okay, I'm gonna try to work on so that I can give you the police report. It's just that I usually deal with attorneys, so
I understand. There's probably some confusion there, or
no. So with attorneys, I can always turn over all of the discoveries. So
right.
I can give them the incident report. They're not supposed to give you a copy, but they can allow you to review it at their office.
Right.
Like this, I just need to make sure that I take care of redacting everything I need to redact.
Right.
I don't usually make redactions, to be completely honest.
Last time, Mr. What's his name? Gutierrez. He made me sign a letter that if I was going to disclose any information, it was my responsibility to redact. I mean, I don't know if you want to do that, if you still want to choose not to provide me the
I just need to make sure that I'm okay with redacting everything that needs to be redacted, because I know the victim's information, social securities are on there. I usually don't deal with the redaction, so I do want to give it to you so that I don't, to be completely honest, so that I don't have to be scheduling meetings, so that you can come in and review it. But the body cam footage will have to be reviewed here. There is quite a couple of videos, so you can review.
And approximately how long are they?
So some of them, there's a couple of them, 30 minutes each, maybe. I really can't tell you off the top of my head.
4 hours, maybe. total? More.
I really don't want to
Okay,
tell you
okay.
like how much, because there's like different views, like different angles and stuff. So it's the same thing, just different angles, like the footage from inside the
unit
and stuff.
Okay.
But if they give me the go ahead to go ahead and give it to you, then that's another thing.
Okay.
For arraignment purposes, and I don't know if you're gonna choose to represent yourself, but
Oh yeah.
like for arraignment purposes, they do ask you if you want to apply for an attorney.
No.
You might not want to, but maybe have someone like on the side, just so that they can be advising you if you're doing everything correctly. I would highly encourage that, because you are talking about a felony, so that way they can advise you like, hey, file this motion, you need to file this motion at this time, because I don't want it to come back, or I don't want it like to affect the case. So I would strongly advise that if you do qualify for a court-appointed attorney, you won't have to pay for that.
No.
Okay.
One of the good person.
Okay.
It's not my first felony.
Oh, okay, then that's fine. Yeah, so if you want, just let me know around what time so I can have someone prep the room. And
Is 10 okay?
7?
10?
10? Yeah, that's fine.
Sit.
10 a.m. is fine.
Then you go to lunch and then maybe
And
you can come
then-
back, or
Yeah, I honestly work through lunch, so my investigators don't, so I would have to check. So maybe you can come back after 1.
okay.
So we can close the room, come back after 1. I'll try to make it work so that maybe I can go in and stuff, but
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Go on.
Okay? And then just bring paper and pen so that you can take notes of everything done. Okay?
Okay,
I'll try to get you that copy though. I just want to make sure that I follow the law too. Just I don't really deal with process, so it's a little bit different.
As far as the electronic devices, where are you getting that information from?
From electronic devices,
Like
because
you said on your email not to bring electronic devices.
right. So it's not law or anything. It's you want to find it in
So
case
I'll
law.
find it.
But I just won't allow it if you want to review the evidence, so that you don't take a picture.
So
of,
that is your choice.
yes, that is my choice.
Okay.
So that you won't make any electronic duplication of it, because I don't want electronic duplications of it. If you take your phone, I can't control what you do once
Yeah.
you're
Right.
there.
Right. Yeah.
So it would kind of, the whole purpose of me bringing you in, having you come in and review the evidence, having an investigator come in, would be for nothing.
Okay. Okay. I really don't know the legality about not allowing me electronic devices or making my own copy.
Oh, it's in the not making your own copy is 3914. So I did put that one in the email.
Right. That one. Tomorrow at 10.
Okay, that
And
works.
if electronic devices are not allowed, we'll go
I
from
mean,
there.
I'm gonna try my best so that I can get you that copy so you don't have to review it here. Let me just make sure with my. Let me just double check with the law.
Okay.
Okay.
How are you, sir?
They help you out already?
Kinda, not really. I'm having issues, but
What do you
it's
need?
okay. I need my discovery, and I know you can choose to give me as a pro se discovery, and your office is choosing not to.
No, you're gonna get it. The case already went to the grand jury.
Right.
So after the grand jury is when we start to give out the discovery.
Right.
So we're gonna treat it like any other case.
Right, they're treating me differently as an attorney, so I know I'm not an attorney, but
Sí, no, pero you're looking to get the reports.
right.
¿Qué más?
I need the videos, and they're not giving me the
Let me
videos.
look into that.
Right.
Because I mean, you need it for your defense.
Yeah, right.
Huh?
She's allowing me to review it. I mean, it's there on the 39.14 subsection D. It's the district attorney's choice to give me that or not.
Are you gonna follow the motions with the court?
I mean, depends how it
Okay,
goes.
let me talk with her. And
Okay, thank you, sir. I appreciate you. Thank you. Okay.
That is going to be a redacted copy
Okay.
of the discovery or some of the discovery you're asking for.
Okay.
In addition to that, you are pending body worn camera video,
Okay.
and I don't know what other type of video that is. They will be providing, that's all right. They will be providing you a copy of that.
Okay, okay.
So it's going to take some time. So you want to
No
hang
worries.
out and wait, and we'll be with you.
Okay.
Okay.
You need a thumb drive or anything?
Let me find out.
Oh,
And then, if not, hello, good to see you. Let me find out.
Okay.
And they might put it on CDs for you. Would you
Fine.
prefer the USB?
Doesn't matter.
Okay. Let me see what they.
Okay. All right. Thank you, sir. Yeah.
So this is a USB with the videos.
Okay.
And then all the information that we have is in here. And this is the discovery checklist detailing what the information is. So we put the case report, the photos that were colored, and the videos, the USB with the 5 videos.
Okay.
Okay. So just go ahead and sign. Since you're the pro se attorney, sign, print name, date, and then I'll give you a copy of this.
Okay.
Sorry, lo iba a alcanzar abajo y ya no lo saqué.
Did you need to get a hold of her?
Yeah, pero dice que no está.
What is it? What message can I tell her? What?
I've been trying to get a hold of her y le mandé ya emails.
Okay.
No me contesta. Uno primero regarding the second request for discovery.
Okay.
I recall that she has the request already. Otra cosa de que the court ordered since last year for us to meet regarding my case.
Okay.
And how are you? I was just trying to read a message. Do you have any time?
Not without your attorney.
No, I'm proceeding.
Give me 1 second, sorry. So
No, sorry.
the judge did appoint someone.
She's a co-counsel. She's not my attorney.
Is it to watch a video?
That and regarding the second request for discovery.
Okay, just give me like 10 minutes.
All right. Catch your breath.
Yeah. I'm just gonna wait for them to
Okay,
open
okay.
up the room.
All right. ¿Te acuerdas?
Yeah, I know, it's the stairs.
Dile hello.
Hello.
How are you? ¿Te pa' acá?
Do you have anything to view like on USB or something?
No.
Okay.
I can play it on my phone.
Okay, yeah.
Is that fine?
Yeah, that's fine. They're gonna open up the room door.
Okay,
so they
alright.
don't have to show you. What's your name? Abby? Abby?
Aaron. Aaron.
It does work.
Does it work? Yeah, I think it does. You just have to push it a little bit hard. I think
Pícale.
it should. I haven't used it.
Pon la mano. No tiene. No tiene nada. Thank you, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, man. Siéntate. Ven, ven, ven. Te tienes que sentar aquí.
One of my investigators, or he's an investigator here with our office.
Ok.
Camarillo.
¿Qué dice? ¿Qué dice? ¿Cómo dice? Aquí andamos.
Ah, no, we don't.
Aaron.
It's my rincón.
Aaron. Ven, please. Siéntate. Aquí no puedes estar ahí. Sorry. Ven, siéntate aquí, mira. Ahorita.
Bien.
Siéntate.
So I don't know, just because I know that Judge did order me to meet with your attorney, but you're fine meeting with me without?
Yes.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi.
No, siéntate ahí porque no puedes.
First warning.
Okay, this is the raw video. I just uploaded it to YouTube. It's as unlisted, so it's not public.
Okay.
First warning.
That's a full video I took.
Since your first warning, que te salió de mi property. Escúchame, es tu first warning. El second warning, I'm gonna use force.
Yeah, okay. This is your first warning. Get out of my property. First warning, get out of my property. I don't have a contract with you. I spoke with my attorney, so get out of my property. First warning.
I had my pistol the entire time holstered. And you can see my hand is free. Sometimes with a signal. He was claiming I went back in, and as you can see, I've never went back in the house.
Unless you can show me a contract I signed with you. Let me show you. I didn't sign anything with you. When you get a contract, a signed contract by me, then you can take it. Get on my property. I'm warning you, you're trespassing. I'm gonna use force against you. Get on my property? Yes, sir. Get out of my property. Don't get on my way, man. Get out of my way. Get out of my way.
So that he went into his truck. He pushed me. The video se apagó el video. Okay. At that time, he got in his truck and he left. Yes.
Do you mind if I replay the last portion again?
Yeah, I don't mind.
Get on my property? Yes, sir. Get on my property. Get on my property. Don't get on my way, man. Get out of my way. Get out of my way.
And at the very end, you can still see my free hand.
Right. I can see it there. The only thing is, can I ask you, why did you tell me it was a BB gun on the affidavit?
Because it was a BB gun. When I went back inside to call 911, I changed it. So I always have, as you know, I publicly carry BB guns and firearms.
Because I didn't work cases like this. So my main cases were special victims unit.
Okay.
So I haven't come across your name or anything until this case.
There's several cases. There's a previous case with UASD that I had a holstered BB gun. I went into the tax office, and that was the same pistol I had at that time también.
Okay, well, is there anything else as far... So I did get some of the requests you requested. So I do have the 911 calls. I'm releasing them to your attorney. I think you have them as well. The 911
I requested my 911 call.
Okay.
That's
I released it like with her through Justware. She can go ahead and show it to you in her office. I'm not releasing them anymore to you just because you did post them online, and I need to be careful with what gets released to the public. So I know that at some point it may become like relevant, or like it may be available through Public Information Act. But I know that if you were to request it today, they probably shouldn't give you access or wouldn't give you access just because it's still pending.
Right, but it's still public information. Right, yes.
Maybe in the future, you're not getting it through public information.
Correct.
You're getting it through me, so I just don't want to risk my license by sharing discovery the way I shouldn't, because it becomes very different whenever you're sharing it via like pro se. Like where you're giving it to someone pro se, because I'm risking anything that I'm giving you. So like I'm kind of putting myself at risk by sharing stuff and then something happening, right, with the information that is shared. So I know I released the 911 calls to her. I'm not sure what else I released to her, but as far as the warrants go, the warrants that were signed off and provided have already been attached with the incident report, so I'm not sure.
I didn't receive any signed warrant or any application of warrants or anything.
So we don't have applications of warrants.
So there was no application of warrant?
They send something to our office, but those are non-discoverable because it's just us saying like, okay, yeah, we think there's enough PC, but it doesn't become an official like document until it goes to the justice of the peace. Because like I have no power over a warrant. Like if I say yes or no, right, it ends up being like up to the discretion of the justice of the peace. So I know that they're the ones that have it. I think there was one provided. I'm not sure if you didn't receive it.
Right, because the application of warrant would be something critical to my case. There's testimony in there, sworn testimony.
So everything we have, like all the testimony that we have, is going to be what you've received at this point. So the only thing we kind of have is the body cam footage, and then we also have his statement that he provided. That was the evidence that they used to get that warrant.
So what sworn statements do you have?
Sworn statements?
Sworn.
We don't have sworn statements.
You have
That's why I was a big... So we don't have any sworn statements. What we do have, it's just his... we just have his... the voluntary statement.
His voluntary statement. Yeah.
So usually, and it doesn't happen all the time if I'm completely honest. Usually we like to get, I mean, it would be preference to hear both sides. We don't get to hear both sides of the story. Most of the time, like if someone like says like, hey, I have a right not to testify, that does happen. But many times through their attorney, they can be like, hey, this is the full video, just so that you can look at the entirety of the video, right? And that's called basically like mitigating evidence. So their attorneys will bring it to me, like it isn't like how they say it happened. So that's how we get to hear the second side of the story when they don't talk to officers. I will say it's very new to me to talk to a pro se person, just because we don't do that like
something
very
new
often.
to you.
It's not usually part of our practice, and it's kind of frowned upon like for us to do it, just because you know you still have the Fifth Amendment right, and it's a little bit difficult when I'm not giving you that Fifth Amendment right, where I'm not like swearing you into any statement.
Right. No, I mean you don't need to give it to me. I can exercise it at any time. So my concern is.
Was there any other footage from your house?
No, I had my security cameras set up in a matter that they recorded only 20-second fragments.
Okay.
After that incident, I switched the camera to another angle, and I moved the settings to record up to 2 minutes instead of 20 seconds.
Okay.
And there's nothing in the
Yes.
I'm warning you, you're trespassing. Get out of my property. This guy doesn't go to you. He's trespassing. Hey, girl. This is your first warning?
So, como eso, that's a first clip que eran like 15 seconds. It's just when he gets a truck and he pulls forward a little bit. But if you can see the tree, that's where he was claiming that I...
And where are you at this point?
I'm inside.
Okay.
Yeah, and then after that, he knocks at my door. He tells me about the repo order.
Okay.
Then I go to my room to get my keys, and I go outside. And he's claiming I went back in, and I never went back in.
So like you did go outside, he tells you go back in.
No, I never went outside. Like he knocks on my door, I open the door, and he tells me about the repo.
Okay.
I stayed inside. Then I went to my room.
Okay.
I never went outside.
You never fully went outside, like you opened your door.
I opened the door. I don't know if I added that aquí. So the incident, his claim happened there. Y ahí estaba el tree. So. Yeah, no puse. El otro nada más es donde he knocks at my door y me dice, and that's it. That's like 15 seconds también.
Buenas tardes. Jefe, tengo un orden de reposición para la cosita 2018 Chevrolet Colorado. Está el nombre de Turbo Cleaning Service. We're not working here. We're just gonna grab it, okay? If you cooperate, okay. You're not gonna stop me,
Okay. I can go back and like re-evaluate everything because that does make a big difference. Just because there are some like contradicting statements. Let me just look at it and then I'll get back to you either by email or. We don't have court till July, but I don't want to get back to you in July.
Okay.
If I can get back to you sooner. Let me just talk to the victim in the case and let me look at some case law and then I'll get back to you, okay?
Está bueno.
I can probably say I'll probably get back to you. It's a short week, but I can probably get back to you by Friday.
The next one es en June, ¿no? June.
Is it June?
Yeah, the last pre-trial is in June y luego
and then we have July trial. Okay, then let me just look up some case law just to make sure that I'm okay with whatever I'm doing, just to make sure that I'm okay with everything, and then I'll talk to the victim, then I'll get back to you either by email, and I'll attach your co-counsel on it as well.
Está bueno.
Okay.
Y the second request, like all the information.
If in case that like it gets closed out, which I'm not saying it is, I just need to look up case law first just to make sure I cover all my bases. If it does get closed out, then I mean those requests, I don't answer them anymore because the case would be closed. If I don't close out the case, then I'll go ahead and answer the request. I did provide I believe I even did a 404B, which would be like your criminal history or like at least the arrest that we have.
Okay.
And those are just like trial documents that we all submit, right? I believe I also filed the state witness list as far as like this case would go.
Okay.
Which would just be the deputies that were involved in the case and which would be the complaining witness. And I think just the 911 calls for the different part. I don't have the last warrant. I can go ahead and request it from the Justice of the Peace, but let me just look up some case law.
Está bueno.
We might not even have to get there.
Ah, bueno.
Okay? So,
I don't know at all.
How old is he?
4.
4. Is he already in pre-K?
Apenas va pre-K.
Okay.
No brinques aquí, papá.
You're gonna enjoy all summer, papá. Todo el calor. Are you gonna go swimming? Yeah, you like swimming? Yeah.
Sí, ¿verdad? Sí. I have a witness too. My 10-year-old daughter. 11-year-old daughter. Yeah.
Yes, I did see her on the video.
It's okay, Lindsay.
Vete por cuarto. Go, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay, Lindsay, nada te va a pasar.
Ben, contéstale, Fred, please.
Sí. Muévete.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
It's okay. It's okay. No, ellos lo empujaron, Aaron. Ellos lo empujaron. Yo tan desocho. Cállense.
I did notice she was recording like a portion of it. I just wanted to see like the other side because I only get his side. That's all I got. I only got like his side. So.
And I mean, I'm sure you've seen the other videos regarding him, and I mean, you've seen he's a habitual liar.
So I didn't. So before anything, like I don't look at anything besides like this case. Okay. And I do know that he has criminal history, right? But I always tell everyone, like, just because you're a defendant in one case,
I understand,
doesn't mean you're a victim. You can't.
No, I understand. And I'm not claiming that he's lying because he's a two-time convicted felon. I'm not saying that, but the other case, because he tried to repo my other car.
I didn't know about that.
And he was lying también. I mean, he had previously been trespassed. I mean, he didn't, as far as I know, he's never been charged with anything, and he was trespassing. I notified him, and
I think so.
And the business and commerce code doesn't cover trespassing.
It won't, and I wouldn't cover it either, just because it doesn't really affect too much of the criminal case. Maybe like the punishment part of it, but for me the issue was, even if you say get out, there's like a provision that kind of covers the exceptions. So the exceptions would say if he believes that he's doing it rightfully, like as part of his job, then it could be like an exception to the criminal trespass.
But there's no exceptions in the business and commerce code. There's no exceptions on the trespassing tampoco.
So I will say this. I do know about breaching the peace. I do know that much. Like I know breaching the peace. So I always retain, and I believe I had said like before, I was like, he can have a civil case maybe, but it doesn't mean that it absolves you from the criminal part of it, right? So that was my position, but I didn't know. I know that you wanted to show me part of it. I just hadn't seen it.
Okay.
So I went into the court because I don't know. I don't know every law. Like I have to go in. Like I have to go back in and like research. So I did. I looked up the criminal trespass for his part too, because I wanted to make sure that is there a criminal trespass for him? I wouldn't be able to handle it because it would be a conflict of interest. Right. But I did look it up, and there is an exception. Like if they believe that it is part of their jobs and duties, it could be like an exception for it. Then, so I was like, okay, we're covered there. I just wanted to make sure that the aggravated assault happened the way he said it happened. And I only have, of course, a statement. Right. So that's what I have.
And yeah, I think that's an issue. It's just a statement. It's not a sworn statement. It's not even a signed statement.
But that's how we do our cases. So all of our cases, like even domestic violence, like or sexual assault.
Domestic violence would be a different issue. If the victim is claiming something, I mean, you can arrest the
person, the suspect on the
right.
spot.
But that's only in domestic
and we do
violence.
that for all of our cases. We just so then we kind of use like all the evidence that we have around this, and it's just for PC, and that's all we need for a grand jury to like PC. So I mean, in full disclosure, I even like let the grand jury know. I'm like, I'll leave it up to you all. Like I don't know if it's enough. I don't know if it's enough for y'all to do it or not. I don't get anything for convicting you or not convicting you. It's the same thing for me at the end of the day.
And I mean, and you know that the original arrest was not a right or a correct arrest because it got dismissed, right?
I don't understand
the terroristic threat, and I got rearrested at that.
I don't understand that.
Why wouldn't you all just modify the charge?
It wasn't. So I don't understand what happened in the jail. My understanding was that you weren't medically cleared, so that you hadn't gotten arrested, and that's why they took out a warrant. That was my understanding.
No, I did get arrested. I bonded out and everything.
You bonded out, and you got a warrant. You see, my understanding, right, and we found that out later whenever you had come in. but that you had been arrested, and I was like, there's no way he was processed, but then I guess they got a warrant. I'm not sure.
Yeah. And I've spoken with many attorneys, and they're like, well, why didn't they just modify the charge? Why did they rearrest you? I've never seen that before.
I don't think you weren't medically clear, so they released you. That was my understanding. I
was held. Well, they took me, and then they took me to the hospital, and then they took me back, and they did all the process todo otra vez. I bonded out, y luego just a month later I got rearrested.
For the same charges. Okay.
Well,
different charges.
Yeah,
but
felony
okay.
charge. Originally, had a misdemeanor,
it was like a terroristic threat.
Yeah.
Right. And I do think that if you look at the complaint, if I look at the complaint and I look at the case like at its face value, I would see the aggravated assault if everything is the way it says on the complaint. But let me just look up some things after what you showed me, and then we might not even need to have another meeting. I don't know yet.
Okay.
I just need to make sure I do everything correctly. I just want to look it up.
I mean, I just wanted to touch base with you. I mean, this is the first meeting we have.
Right. So besides the ones I guess like before, and I try my best not to meet with defendants because I don't want to, like, I'm sorry I label it like that, but that's right. Like,
that's fine. That's fine.
Just because it is.
I mean, if I incriminate myself, that's my fault. I mean, that's how it is.
Right, but it's frowned upon on me for not, like, it's just very weird. It's just very weird.
No, I understand.
So I wanted to bring in your attorney, that way, like, in case you were going to say something, which you haven't really, like, you just showed me the video, but I just wanted her to kind of stand in or be on standby just in case.
Okay.
Because I don't want to violate any of your rights, and I think I've told you.
No, you haven't.
Like, but I think that's it. I think that's it. Let me just look up some case law, and I think I'll have an answer by Friday.
Okay.
Whether we'll proceed or I have to send more discovery, or whether we can close out the case. Okay, let me just, like I said, look up some cases.
All right, no problem. Okay. Thank you.
Right. You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
In my honest opinion, I think you do have recordings outside your house.
Okay.
That I haven't seen, or that it doesn't stop recording in 20 seconds. I don't want to request a warrant for your phone. Like, I don't want to request a search warrant for your phone.
A search warrant to request my
videos.
My videos. Okay.
I can.
I mean, you can. Yeah, you can. If you want to do that, I'm okay with that. It's gonna add more. I'm just saying.
It's gonna add more what?
I'm just saying.
It's gonna add more what? It's gonna add more what? I don't understand.
Okay.